Some moments in a story don't make sense until much later. You read them, you move past them, and if you're honest, you're not even sure why they were there. And then something shifts. Hello everybody, Keith Terpsma here, and welcome to episode 16 of the Lit Torch, videos designed with family read aloud in mind. Let's begin with an observation. We've been walking through something together over the last few weeks. First, the guess, that moment when your child starts to wonder what might happen. Then the traces, the small details that don't explain themselves right away but begin to point forward. And now, this next step. Because eventually, something happens in a story that changes how you see everything that came before it. A moment lands, a connection forms, and suddenly, something from earlier makes sense. But here's what's easy to miss. That moment only works because of everything that came before it. All those small details, all those quiet moments, all the parts that didn't seem important at the time. They were doing something, just not all at once. And this is where reading can feel a little uncomfortable, because we're used to understanding things as we go. We want clarity right away. We want the story to explain itself. And when it doesn't, it can feel like we're missing something. Like we should go back, or fix it, or figure it out immediately. But strong readers begin to trust something different. They begin to trust that not everything is meant to make sense right now. That some parts are meant to sit and wait. And to be honest, this is another place I've gotten it wrong before. I still do. Trying to explain too quickly, trying to make sure everything was clear, not realizing that confusion at times is part of the experience. There's a quiet kind of restraint here, letting the story unfold without rushing to tie it together. So what does this look like during Read Aloud? If you want something simple to hold on to, you might think of it like this. Let some parts stay unfinished. As you read, you might notice a moment that doesn't quite make sense yet, a question that doesn't get answered right away, a detail that feels important but unclear, and instead of explaining it, you let it be, you keep reading. Because when the story finally brings it back, when something clicks, when meaning gathers, that's the moment your child feels it, not because it was taught, but because it was discovered. Stories don't rush to explain themselves. They build, they layer, they return, and when they do, they invite the reader to see what was there all along. This week, when you're reading with your child, notice one moment that doesn't quite make sense yet. Something that feels unfinished or unclear, and just let it stay that way. Let the story hold on to it a little longer. And if you're looking for a simple place to begin with this, I've put together a free PDF for a short 10-minute Read Aloud Reset you can use with your family. It's not complicated, just a quiet way to start noticing how these moments begin to take shape over time. You'll find it in the description below. Until then, take the torch and read aloud. All the best to you and your family.